Mermaid Mask, everybody! Detective Grimoire new game. Hell yeah. The demo for this one got me interested in the series, and I've been having so much fun playing the Detective Grimoire games. I can't wait to get into this and see what kind of murderous shenanigans we're dealing with this time. Hell yes. Let's just go. Start game. Create new file. Yes, please. The beginning. Can't wait to hear Grimoire and Sally snark each other half to death. Oh!
Earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Hold on. That's one of Poppy's poems from the last game, isn't it? Who the hell was she talking about there? I think she... Oh, I think she was talking about Penny. Alright. I do recognize this. Let's see how much I remember from the early parts of the game.
It's the case file. The reason we're here. It
Well,
was
then
left
let's
for
read
us
it.
right here on the bar.
A rugged leather-bound folder was left on the bar of the Stone Top Inn. A single handwritten letter and 2 photographs. Okay. For Detective Grimoire. Murder victim, Captain Magnus Mortuga, 39. Location, Illusion Theater, Mortuga submarine. Mortuga had locked himself in the room. It was later forced open, and the body was discovered. Mortuga was found alone, laying on his back with a single cut across his throat. No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. The Illusion Theater is mostly empty, save for an ancient stone cauldron with a thick metal lid. The purpose of this cauldron is unknown. However, I'm informed that it has never been unlocked before. It is now unlocked. It is now open. Signed, Captain Seafoam, Captain of the Mortuga submarine. Alright, interesting.
Captain Seafoam. As far as I know, that's who hired us. And who left the case file here in the inn. But where are they now? Where's anyone? Sally, what do you think?
I think she's barely awake.
Great contribution.
Alright, oh, hold on. Ex-captain of the Mortuga... Oh. Okay, this is new. This wasn't there before. Huh. This is a new game mechanic.
Bar stools. The wood is rotting, so I've strategically chosen not to sit on them.
Probably a good idea.
It's a painting of a sea serpent. Wait. Is it a serpent if it has legs? What do you think, Sally? Ah, thanks for clearing that up.
Oh, right. Wasn't there a sea serpent among the Misteds in Tangle Tower?
Fishing trips. On board the Dearest Selena. I'm guessing that's the name of the ship. Enquire with Felicia Stonetop at the bar, or with Sylvia Seafoam at the harbor.
Okay, we got some names.
It's what remains of the Stonetop Inn. Looks like it's been closed for some time. Although
No
I
crap.
don't have any point of reference. Maybe it looked like this when it was still open. It's some book Sally's been reading. She insisted that we bring it with us, although I'm not sure why.
Let's see. J.D. Werman, Hex of the Helmsmen. A paperback novel belonging to Sally. It looks to be a nautical fantasy adventure. Ooh, I like that demon wave. Can I read it? There's a photograph of a well-dressed man on the inside cover. Okay. Let's see. Something terrible awaits you in the depths. Will you face it? He sees it in his dreams. He sees it when he closes his eyes. He cannot escape it. But what is it? Renowned helmsman Marcus Mordoom is a man with a singular purpose. He will not rest until he uncovers the truth of what's really hiding beneath the waves. Hailing from a small fishing town named Silkworm on Sea, J.D. Werman moved to the big city to write his first novel. And it's that novel that's already carving him out a place in the annals of history, as Werman's mastery of the typewriter shines through in every beautifully crafted sentence. The only question I have is this. How can he possibly follow this up? Kristen Kale, publisher. Hex of the Helmsmen, for T.W. Ibis, for imparting upon me what it is to love the art of writing. Chapter 1, Lost at Sea. Marcus Mordoom tightened his grip on the wheel and stared out across the bleak horizon. On this morning, the familiar frigid air of the South Sea carried something more than salt spray as it whipped around his weathered face. On this morning, the familiar howling voice of the wind seemed to be in duet with a much grander voice. A voice that spoke in a language that Mordoom could not understand. Not yet. Oh, sorry. A voice that spoke in language that Mordoom could not understand.
Hexes
well.
of the Helmsmen. Looks like Sally's read through it a couple of times already. I wonder what's so interesting about it.
Maybe it's just a good book, man. A fun little adventure. Oh, hey, the crab.
A crab. You know, just in case anyone missed the overt nautical theming.
Alright, wake up.
It's Sally. She's fast asleep. To be fair, it is 4 in the morning. I agreed to stay awake and see if anyone shows up. So far, nothing. I thought I heard something outside. Hello?
Ooh. Outside we go then. Up. Daybreak. Get up, girl.
Wake up.
Why?
Because there's an eerie green light trying to lure us outside.
Oh, that's a pretty good reason.
That would be a pretty good reason not to go outside.
I'll get up.
There she is. There's my girl. Wakey,
I
wakey.
think it's time to go outside. To move around, use the map button
Oh,
in the bottom left.
I mean, I know that, but... Town Square.
It's the stone top emblem, I guess. Looks like a snowman.
It's not... Why would it be a snowman?
Alright then, what is it?
It's a bunch of rocks on top of each
I
other.
think it's 3 stones stacked
Yeah.
on top of each other.
Oh, that actually does make more sense.
Yeah, it's called Stone Top. What the fuck did you think?
It's a billboard for a theater.
Baroness Fortuna presents Fortuna Hall. Performing tonight, Waylon Wolf.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah, we didn't come all this way to go to the theater.
Aw,
Also, the sign is several years old.
you're no fun.
A large stone statue on top of a fountain.
It looks like a fisherman wrestling with some kind of dragon.
It says right here, the silkworm serpent.
It can't be a serpent. It has legs.
Right?
Ah, okay. So that's the local misted, I guess.
There's an old lighthouse up on the rock.
Can we go up to the top?
Do you have permission from the lighthouse keeper?
No.
Then no.
Aw.
Another abandoned building. Mr. Grip's Emporium.
What do you think they sell?
Currently? Nothing.
How sharp.
Are you awake?
I thought I was, but maybe not. Maybe this is my dream.
It's not a dream.
That's exactly what Dream Grimoire would say.
Tell me more about Dream Grimoire, since apparently you dream of me.
There's something in the water.
What is it?
I don't know, but whatever it is the source of the green light.
Oh! Hello.
Is that?
A submarine. I think I can see someone standing on the deck.
Maybe we should go take a look.
I mean, wait a second, just making sure I didn't miss something here. I did not. Well, not that I can tell anyway, so let's go. Foredeck. Oh, jeez, that thing is terrifying.
An old wooden boy with a face.
Yeah, it's pretty scary, actually. Change to the deck of the Mortuga submarine. There's a faint green glow in its eyes. Okay.
This is where the green light was coming from. I noticed it started to fade as soon as we stepped onto the deck.
So it's a boy that doubles as a lighthouse?
The opposite, really. A lighthouse warns you to stay away. But this thing lured us in.
Creepy.
Looks like it initially said Seafoam, but that got crossed out and now it says Mortuga. I'm getting mutiny vibes from this. I don't know about you.
It's the wrong way around.
What?
Take another look at the case file.
What do you want me to see? Well, I know that this guy's name is Mortuga. Rocket leather bound folder. Captain Magnus Mortuga, Illusion Theater, Mortuga submarine. Mortuga locked himself in the room. Mortuga was found alone. Signed Captain Seafoam, captain of the Mortuga submarine. Oh. So this was always the Mortuga submarine, but Seafoam was the captain.
An old rowing boat.
Or
what?
it only has one oar.
Oh!
I love how Grimoire is not always the smartest cookie. Like, well, he's a detective, so he's observant and all that, but sometimes he's a real dumbass. And I like it.
It's the...
Yes? What's it called?
Times the fair water.
Wait. You know submarine words?
Apparently so.
There's nobody here.
The door's open, though. Somebody must have opened it after the submarine surfaced.
Oh, you don't think they did it before?
Does that constitute an invitation? Ready,
Yes, it
Sally?
does. Oh!
What did you say?
Huh?
I didn't understand what you said.
I didn't say anything.
Oh. Weird.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's go inside. Parlor.
What's at the bottom of the ladder?
I can't see. It's pitch black.
Should we go back up?
Wait, I think there's a lever.
Oh, there we go. Oh, this is kind of cozy, actually.
Whoa.
What is that?
Her painting. A large painting of some unknown being. It's set in an ornate wooden frame. The brass plaque displays a single word, her. Unusually, it has been set directly onto the painting. I think that's what the buoy was supposed to represent. Oh, hello. That's interesting. Alright, gotta keep that in mind.
The candles are actually lit. Some of them, anyway.
I'm guessing this place hasn't booked its quarterly fire safety inspection.
Probably not.
There's an old-fashioned speaker mounted on the wall. It's playing spooky music.
It's the kind of music you'd hear at a fancy party for vampires.
You seem like you'd know.
Hear it?
But the vampires are all wearing masks, and there's one guy who's secretly not a vampire, and
Sally.
Going nuts with her fanfiction already.
it's like an old-fashioned drawing room.
I don't see any drawings.
It's short for withdrawing, as in you withdraw there after dinner.
I actually never knew that.
Neither did I. I probably
glass
knew
of
that
wine.
last time I played the demo for this, but
Ominously left half finished.
Maybe the wine was corked.
Ominously corked.
What's in the frames?
They're just ocean landscapes.
what about this?
I guess this is what lights up the room when you pull the switch.
I wonder what they burned to make it pink.
It's a big-ass furnace.
I cleaned the couch.
What?
If we end up having to stay the night.
Sally, we are not staying overnight on the murder submarine.
But I brought my toothbrush.
I mean, that depends on on how long the case takes, dude.
I think this door leads into the control room.
There's also a note on the
I
door.
want to go into the control room.
Well, you can't. It's locked.
Slip through the window here. Ah, there we go.
It's taped up on the other side of the door.
You don't need to come in here. The crime scene is one floor down at the very back of the submarine, Captain Seafoam.
Thanks for the directions, I guess.
Oh, that's a very quick way to make this room incredibly suspicious.
Why would they do that?
That's a very quick way to make me want to go in there. You dumb? You stupid?
Let's head to the crime scene.
Yeah, we'll explore. Okay, let's see. The mess hall. It sure is a mess in here.
Playing cards.
Looks like someone got dealt a bad hand.
Oh, really?
I have no idea. I just thought that would sound cool. 3 tables, arranged into a Z shape.
It's actually more like an S from this angle.
Oh, maybe they were trying to write my name, but they ran out of tables.
Of course they were.
This looks like dead coral.
Is coral ever alive?
Yes.
Coral are marine animals, dude.
What?
Pufferfish lamp.
It's kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie.
Timeless classic. Pots and pans for cooking.
What else would they be for?
It's a big metal statue of a serpent.
Oh, is that what it
There's
is?
a cabinet built into it, but I think it's locked.
Oh, yeah. I remember. We saw this as a puzzle at one point. In the demo. And I'm pretty sure you couldn't solve it in
I'll
the
do this
demo at all.
later.
We'll get back to this. What else do we have here?
A wooden chandelier.
That seems dangerous.
It's a big metal...
There's a
We already
cabinet
did
built
this.
into it.
Okay. Oh,
A little pot with a red crayon and a blue crayon.
You're not going to pick it up?
No?
$10 says this turns out to be an important clue.
You're on.
I wouldn't be surprised. Also, crayons? Aw,
Picture of a fish.
Delightful.
it is delightful. It's kind of cute. I don't think there's anything else to see here right now, so let's keep going. Wow, that's a lot of rooms. Okay. The Illusion Theater. Oh, here we go. Crime scene.
Someone's taped a drawing to the wall, although it's upside down for some reason.
I think it's supposed to be a poster.
See? Title here. Oh, it's a sketch for a poster for the show. Okay, let's see. Title here. Illusion Theater. A hand-drawn poster taped to a pipe on the wall in the Illusion Theater. For some reason, it was displayed upside down. There's also something on the other. Baroness Fortuna presents Lady of the Looking Glass. Unfathomable. Beyond nothing I can imagine. Inconceivable. I don't know what to believe anymore. Book tickets, Fortuna Hall. Silkworm on Sea. Monday to Saturday starts 8 p.m. Okay. That's an interesting poster.
The stool's been knocked over.
Doesn't it look familiar to you?
Sally, it's a standard wooden stool. I don't...
Yeah, the bar.
It looks exactly like the bar stools in the Stone Top Inn.
Yeah, I don't think you could make that connection in the demo.
There's a cloth hanging up on the wall.
Something seems to be written on it. A ragged square thick sailcloth. Ah, the stargazing girl. Interesting.
There's a little broken bottle on the floor.
I'm guessing Mortuga dropped this when he died.
A small glass bottle found smashed on the floor in the Illusion Theater. The spilled purple liquid has a subtle botanical scent. The small paper label is marked with a simple picture of a moon.
So, this is where Magnus Mortuga died. It's just like the case file said. He landed on his back with a cauldron at his feet.
He was killed by getting cut across the neck, right?
Yeah, you can see that's where the blood came from.
But there's no weapon. No knife or anything.
Nothing.
The implication being that something crawled out of this cauldron and killed him.
Someone's hung up a banner with the words Illusion Theater painted on it. What's the illusion, I wonder?
You know, I think this room's had some kind of rebranding.
Rebranding from what? What was it before?
Possibly nothing. A small room like this wouldn't normally have a name at all.
This is the cauldron?
Not quite what I was expecting.
Let's take a look at it. An ancient-looking stone cauldron. It was found in the Illusion Theater in front of Mortuga's body. The glittering interior of the cauldron is marked with several deep scratches. The exterior is spotted with Algian barnacles. Aha, interesting. There's a gear symbol on top of it.
The case file said it had never been unlocked before.
This place gives me the creeps.
Yeah, no crap.
Cauldron especially. I keep staring into it like I'm going to see something, but it really does seem to be empty.
To quote from the case file, Mortuga had locked himself in the room. It was later forced open, and the body was discovered.
So Mortuga was alone in a locked room.
Classic.
A very small locked room. There really isn't anywhere for a murderer to hide.
I'm not so sure. I think
The cauldron.
that is a hiding place.
Let's see. Unlocked, removed, killed, locked, and killed the person inside, and hit something inside in order to frame somebody else. The cauldron. Yeah. Magnus Mortuga. There we go.
Magnus Mortuga unlocked the cauldron and was killed by what was inside.
I really don't think a person would fit in that cauldron.
Probably
And
not.
didn't they say it had never been unlocked before? If that's true, there couldn't have been anyone in there.
Well, never unlocked
Right.
to anyone's
I agree.
knowledge.
I don't think it was a person.
Then what?
I don't know. But you have to wonder why it was kept locked in the first place. I'm guessing there was something pretty bad in there.
Like a creature.
Look, Mortuga died from a cut across his neck, not from some vague paranormal entity. Unless you're suggesting it was a vague paranormal entity with a knife?
Did you get a good look at the inside of the cauldron? There was something I noticed.
The scratches.
The scratch marks.
We do have experience with strange creatures, so... Chapter 1, The Curse in the Cauldron. Alright. Let's, whoops.
So this is it's basically just
It's a little window that looks out into the endless, dark void of the ocean.
Why did you phrase it like that?
I don't know.
Just to fuck with you, I guess. Alright. I guess now we have free roam to explore. And I will. We'll take it from the top. The Dream Chamber. Hello, sir. Hope you don't mind if I rummage through your room before I talk to you.
That guy is staring at us.
He sure is.
I think we'd better talk to him before we touch any of his stuff.
Okay, he minds.
Fine.
Hello, sir?
Two strangers, emissaries from the world above.
Yeah, hi.
That's
I'm
us.
Detective Grimoire, and this is Sally.
State your business, and speak only the truth.
I'm a detective. What do you
well,
think my business
we're
is?
here on the request of the captain.
Oh, I love the bounce of
Impossible.
her hair.
The captain is dead. Unless you received a missive from beyond the veil. I should have foreseen this. But now that I'm faced with it, it seems inevitable.
No, sorry.
Sir?
She meant the new captain. Captain Sifo.
Cynthia.
She's asked us to investigate the murder of Magnus Mortuga. We have to talk to all the suspects.
Speaking of, can I ask your name?
Zacharias Zephyr, the Dream Doctor.
The Dream Doctor.
I don't think I've met one of those before.
That is correct. You have not. I alone hold the title.
Because you made it up?
That is correct.
I appreciate the honesty, dude. Alright, tell us about yourself.
Dr. Zephyr. What does a dream doctor do exactly?
He studies the parapsychological qualities of dreams.
Parapsychological?
That's like psychics and telepathy and stuff, isn't it? How does that relate to dreams?
Dreams are transmissions comprised of spirit energy from another dimension.
Are they?
Sure. I mean, that's common knowledge.
What kind
Sally?
of dimension?
Spirit energy
him speak.
originates in the spirit realm, of course.
Like the afterlife?
That is but one of many names.
So, have you made any kind of discoveries or breakthroughs?
Nothing I can meaningfully explain to you in your current state.
Wow.
What about all this stuff in here? What does it all do?
Specialist instruments, most of them too complex or too subtle for you to comprehend.
Damn, dude.
I don't know. It mostly looks like a bunch of old junk.
It is an unrivaled collection of rare artifacts.
Oh, he actually has
Alright,
eyes under
what's
those
the rarest
glasses.
thing you've got?
My rarest items are not for the viewing public.
Okay, now I have to see what they are.
The pull of the unknown. I realized I should have lied and showed you something of middling rarity to throw you off the scent.
Lesson learned, huh?
You know, aside from this guy being all spiritual rather than scientific, he really reminds me of Fifi in the way he speaks. You know? Anyway, let's hear about the submarine for a bit.
Anyway.
When I arrived, it was but a simple infirmary. After I set up my equipment, we renamed it the Dream Chamber.
And how long have you been here?
I was the first person to be invited on board. I joined Magnus here shortly before the submarine's maiden voyage.
So, presumably, you know why Mortuga became a submarine captain?
Why?
Yeah, like, where was he going? What was he doing?
He simply told me he'd acquired a submarine and would be living in it for an undisclosed amount of time.
That's all he told you? Yet surely there was more to it.
I don't doubt it. He was a man of secrets, every bit as much as I.
So when you started off, it was just the two of you. But now it's, what, 8 people?
We were 9 souls, now 8. I'm not counting either.
Like the last game.
Yeah, I figured.
Why did Mortuga want so many people on the submarine?
Only a few of them were invited on board by Magnus like I was. The others crossed paths with him merely by the winds of fortune.
Alright, tell us about the night of the murder.
Last dream before waking. A single phase, non-lucid, focus is soft but heavy. All is dark, the endless void. A low voice speaking a forbidden language, emerging from the beshroudal of the night black sea. A face.
God damn,
Older
dude.
than I had known a face could be. I wake. The room is bathed in green light.
Oh, this is different.
Green light? Like from the wooden boy?
Last time they were
Not
like little
dissimilar,
doodles.
but 1,000 times more potent. I leave my chambers, heading for the airlock in which I have some business. I meet Cynthia in the parlor as she emerges from the control room. I notice she is clutching the ship's compass. She also appears visibly upset. Like me, Cynthia is on her way to the lowest deck. She departs and I follow behind. I wait as Cynthia converses with Madame Tadpole at the base of the second ladder. Madame Tadpole ascends the ladder. She is moving with haste and purpose. She requests that I go immediately to the storeroom at the end of the corridor.
Did you go?
As soon as I'd concluded my business.
What
Which
business?
was-
Yeah.
Nothing of great import, merely something I needed to collect from the airlock.
So you went to the airlock, and then you went to the storeroom?
I did, right after I stopped off at my chambers. You understand I first needed to return certain items to their designated storage locations.
Okay,
After
so
which
he's been
I
all
truly
over the
did
place.
do as Madame Tadpole had requested. I did ultimately regret my dallying. As it transpired, she had wished to inform me of Magnus Mortuga's death. And there his body lay, in the shadow of his stone cauldron, his blood pooling beneath him. A potent unease was already germinating amongst the group. Doubts were beginning
this is
to be
completely
sown,
different
and fingers were beginning to point. Magnus Mortuga was a man of great will and great strength. It is hard, still, to accept that he has left us.
It always is. What's this? Oh, that's okay. That's the suspicion question. I can't do that yet. I can ask him about all this stuff. Let's save asking about clues for a while, and let's ask about people.
So, Dr. Zephyr, I'm guessing you don't have an actual doctorate.
Correct. I walk not the path of formal academic recognition.
No
Not
crap.
for lack of trying, you understand. 8 separate institutions turned me away, asserting that my ideas were, quote, incompatible with our modern world. They forget, of course, that the modern world is a fleeting and ever-changing thing.
That is
Indeed,
true.
all
I agree with you on that
history's
one.
greatest scientists battled with such short-sighted stubbornness.
So, you want to be one of history's greatest scientists and fundamentally change how we view the world?
Is that so much to ask?
I mean, yeah, it might be.
So then how did you end up studying dreams?
It was the result of acquiring a particular specimen. It opened up new ways to study the subconscious mind.
You want
A
to tell us what that is?
specimen. Like what? An animal?
Yeah, I'm picturing like a lizard floating in a jar of formaldehyde.
Something like that.
So, what are you working on now? Here in your dream chamber?
I am studying subconscious spirit transmissions, analyzing their meaning, their intention.
Do you need to be in a submarine to do that?
Of course not. However, positioning myself here affords me other opportunities.
Like what?
Like
The possibility of studying the most important specimen of all.
man.
If her transmission could be analyzed,
Oh.
interpreted, it would
Her.
be an unparalleled discovery.
Her?
Well, that was an
She
invitation
all
to.
that stirs in the minds of men that they shall never know. A being known only as the Mermaid.
There we go.
I've told you all I know.
Then apparently you don't know much at all.
Correct.
Well, that was an invitation to ask about the her painting, and for that matter, the boy.
I believe
Let's
this
go.
to be a depiction of a being known as the Mermaid.
No crap.
However, I've nothing to compare it with, as it's the only depiction I know of.
It doesn't look much like a mermaid.
Not
It
the
doesn't
classic
look
style,
much
at
like
least.
anything, really. Except for the fact it's got a face. At least I think that's a face.
Stories alluding to such a being were the reason I traveled to Silkworm in the first place. However, I was disappointed to discover that nobody in town seemed to know what I was talking about.
I was
It
equally
seems
disappointed
be
to
a
discover that
secret
my
held
infinity
by
gauntlet
only
has
a
no
very
stones.
select few.
Alright, let's ask about
How long
this.
has this been chained to the foredeck? Do you know?
Since the conception of the submarine, as far as I know, the conception of its current incarnation, I should say. The wider history of the vessel reaches back a good deal further, of course.
Okay, we'll leave it here for now. Well, actually, he has a bunch of moon stuff in
Dr.
here,
Zephyr, is this yours?
I don't immediately recognize it.
You sure? It really looks like something that'd belong to you.
so yeah,
Of
with
course,
the
I
moon
do
symbol and
concede
stuff.
that I have many similar bottles here in my dream chamber, so it's wholly possible that it originated in my collection.
Nice answer. Totally non-committal.
They are not doing a very good job of hiding their contempt of his dream doctorate.
How did you meet Mortuga?
It was on my
Boy, that is a
first
pirate-ass
visit to
pirate.
Silkwar many years ago. I was merely passing through, so I stayed at the inn where Magnus was working at the time.
So Mortuga was just an innkeeper at this point.
Not even. The innkeeper was a woman named Felicia Stonetop. Magnus merely worked under her charge. The two of them split their time between running the inn and running a small sailing
Stonetop.
ship.
Sounds like quite a nice life.
Stonetop was one of the families in Tangle Tower. All this shit is connected. Alright, we'll get back to you when I have some more stuff. Let's look around.
A set of small glass bottles.
Poison?
Might just be perfume.
I'll meet you in the middle at poisoned perfume.
Sounds like a good murder weapon. Anyway, a crimson hue upon the label. Drag the bottle caps and swap them into the correct droppers. Oh! Drips fall with a hurried cadence. A glutinous viscosity. Glutinous viscosity. Aerated with effervescence. I don't even know what that means. Exhales a curious vapor. A conspicuous X upon the label. We'll get back to this. I don't want to solve too many puzzles right out the gate.
I'll just take a look in this cabinet.
Watch out for spiders.
Yeah, I don't think there are any spiders. We're on a submarine, remember?
I do seem to need constant reminding.
Okay, nothing to see.
What's on those wall charts?
Sacred geometry.
Is that a heavy metal band?
I mean, probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's a weird glass bottle.
It is the Hex bottle.
Yeah, I knew that.
No, you didn't. A glass bottle with a strange object floating inside. It was found in the dream chamber. A subtle floral smell is gently emanating from within the bottle.
The cabinet's full of scrolls, but,
Can't think of an excuse not to read them.
they're too fragile, maybe?
Hell, just say they're blank. No one will know. It's
Crystal
a
ball.
weird crystal orb,
It is the fog ball.
Excuse me?
if you say so.
The fog ball. A strange glass ball. Oh, hello. What's this taped to the back? Something is swirling around inside of it. There's also a battery. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, hold on. No, I'm not done.
Tired?
I worry if I slept in that thing, I'd get transformed into a monster or something.
I worry that sleeping at a 45-degree angle would be bad for my back.
You are old.
Shut up, Sally.
It's a weird metal helmet.
It is the dream helmet.
Of course it is.
There's another one of these key Oh, hello. A peculiar piece of equipment found in Dr. Zephyr's dream chamber. A large brass funnel is attached to the top of a pair of leather goggles. Curiously, the goggles are fully opaque. You can't see anything while you're wearing them. Oh, it's probably supposed to be some kind of like sensory deprivation thing. To collect the dreams? Yeah, this guy's a nut job. Excuse me?
These books are kept behind glass.
I guess they're extra rare.
Or extra dangerous.
Right. I think... Oh, hold on.
Big glass bell jars with creepy things inside.
If I had a penny for every time we go somewhere and there's big glass bell jars with creepy things inside.
I mean, you'd have 2 pennies, but still weird that it happened twice. Alright. Let's look around some more. Let's check out this place. The bunk room. Hello. You look familiar.
It's a huge iron dumbbell, made from nuts and bolts.
So, you gonna pick it up? Might be a clue.
Fuck you, Sally.
I doubt it.
Big, blunt object like that. Could be a weapon. I'd say it looks pretty suspicious. Worth investigating.
You just want me to struggle picking it up.
I disagree.
It's a punching bag.
Looks
No
like
crap.
it's been recently punched. What?
It's some kind of doll.
Sally, no. It's a collectible action figure.
There you go. That's my boy.
Something.
Hex of the Helmsmen. Marcus Mordu. Oh. Well, you should be interested in this, Sally. Belicia Bones. Oh, come on. Marcus Mordu. Oh. Mortuga. Devil of the Deep. Alright. Whoops. An action figure still in its original packaging. Was proudly displayed in the bunk room. A man cursed by the sea. Yes, that's like in the book. Belisha Bonetop, the enigmatic sea captain, includes ship's compass and treasure map. Marcus Mordoom, the tormented helmsman, includes anchor sword and ship's wheel shield. That's kind of cool, actually. Devil of the Deep, the mysterious entity from beneath the waves, includes Reaper Scythe. Series 2 coming soon. Look out for Hex of the Helmsman 2, only in theaters. Oh, so there was a movie.
It's a suitcase. Clothes are neatly folded inside.
It smells like men's aftershave. I'm getting bergamot, cedarwood, and notes of citrus.
You done sniffing the suitcase?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a tuxedo?
There's a phone in it.
You never know when you might have to go to a fancy party.
What's this in the front pocket?
It's a cell phone. It's locked.
What do you mean it's locked? How can a phone be locked?
Dude. Oh boy. Okay, that looks complicated. We will deal with that later.
Just gonna rest my brain.
There's a sink here with its own little mirror.
Looks like someone's been using it to shave.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of discarded paper.
There's something typed on it.
Yeah, but I can barely make sense of it.
Kinda looks like an attempt at the first chapter of a story.
A bunch of discarded paper.
There's something
Yeah.
kinda looks
Okay,
like
we'll do this.
It's a teacup.
I've been on this submarine for ages and nobody's offered me a cup of tea.
Do you even drink tea?
You don't even like tea.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well,
Alright, let's talk to these people.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
it's
Hello,
going good,
Hippo!
I think.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm Dirk, by the way. Who are you guys?
I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally.
Oh, cool. So you're the detectives?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's correct.
We're here to investigate the murder of Magnus Mortuga.
Oh, yeah. It's a major bummer, honestly. He was a pretty stand-up guy. I mean, sure, kind of an oddball, but like in a good way, I mean, he was
Dirk, you didn't tell us your
How is
surname.
this guy the most
Oh,
normal
right.
dude I've met in these games so far?
Dirk Dansom. actor.
Well, except maybe the cameraman from Secret of the Swamp.
Hi, and what can I do for you folks?
He's adorable.
No, you'd forget to feed him.
I would, yeah.
Alright. Tell us about yourself, dude.
Dirk, you're an actor. What kind?
Oh, well, so for ages, I just did commercials. And then about a year ago, I finally got cast in a movie.
Nice. Anything I've seen?
Well, it's called Hex of the Helmsmen. I played the helmsman.
Marcus Mordoom?
Oh, you've seen it?
No, but I read the book.
Oh, man, the book is gnarly. I mean, I'm not usually one for reading, but I actually finished it. Yeah, the whole thing.
Congrats.
The author's a stand-up dude, too.
Oh,
J.D.
that's his
Warman.
shades.
You know him?
Well, yeah, he's
On his
sitting
shirt,
right
like,
over
I
there.
do that.
You should go talk to him. Super friendly, loves meeting new people.
You sure about that?
Bet.
Was your movie a success, Dirk?
Yeah, man, it's making megabucks.
Are you going to make a sequel?
Well, they want to move on that ASAP, but, we're not ready to start filming yet.
And what? You're taking your vacation on a submarine while you wait?
No, I'm just tagging along here with Worman. Yeah, he wanted to take a trip out here, and I figure, the more the merrier.
Sounds strange, but okay.
What do you make of the Mortuga submarine?
Man, this place is wild. It's like something out of a weird old book.
Yeah, no crap.
Nobody back home is gonna believe any of it.
How do you like living here?
Honestly, mixed bag. So I love meeting all the weirdos that ended up down here. All kinds of people I'd normally never rub shoulders with,
Whoa.
But man, is it dark. I mean, there's no sun, no day, no night. You barely even feel the time passing. Listen, if you're not careful, it'll get you. No, for real.
You seem to be holding out.
Ha, well, thanks. So far so good.
How long has it been?
Worman and I arrived a couple of weeks ago. We're the most recent arrivals, aside from Mariana.
It's lucky they still had this room free. You ended up with pretty nice living quarters.
I guess. I never really thought about it.
Dirk, you're basically just
You know-
a passenger, am I right? You don't have a job here on the submarine?
Well,
I was about to say
I
something,
set
but I'm
myself
getting distracted by
personal
the
goals.
dialogue
Like
here.
what?
Like, I was trying to find out everyone's birthday. I got Cynthia's, Grip's, Tadpole's. Oh man, that one took some doing. Yeah, she does not like to share personal info, let me tell you. Mortuga,
Okay.
though, brick wall. He would not give me the goods.
I was about to say something about him, but now I completely forgot. Just that he seems weirdly nice, you know, like, which makes him immediately suspicious, obviously. Anyway,
I got woken up when the submarine did a weird kind of movement, like a sudden tilt. It woke Worman up too. So yeah, we were both sitting there, awake, not sure what's going on. At some point, I got curious what time it was, so I looked at my watch. But as I was looking at it, it freaked out. Oh, the hands moving all over.
Oh.
Like they were trying to point in
Why do you
all
have a watch
directions
on
at
each
once,
arm?
if that makes any sense. Anyway, I didn't have any more time to think about it since then we heard this scream. Yeah, Worman and I left our room, went through the mess hall and towards the storeroom at the end. It was unlocked. Sim was standing in the doorway. Mortuga was on the floor, totally dead. I tried to help Sim,
Totally dead.
pull her away. Worman, though, he just stood there, staring. Like, didn't look away once. It was like he was trying to commit it to memory or something. Although, I don't think he noticed the person outside.
Sorry, what?
Outside the submarine. Yeah, I saw someone swim down past the window.
Ah,
Couldn't tell
the
who it
mermaid.
was, though.
Okay. What did you do next?
I wasn't sure what to do, to be honest. Luckily, Tadpole showed up a short while later, and she kind of took charge. Grip and Cynthia showed up next, then Mariana, then Zephyr. Tadpole wanted to know what had happened, but nobody had any answers for her. It was bad vibes all around.
I
Sim
mean,
and
yeah, it was
Cynthia
a
left
murder,
first,
dude.
Then Worman, then me and Mariana. We left around the same time. So, yeah, I went back to my room. Worman was there already. He'd gone straight back to work. And, that's all I got. Can I stop talking now?
You can, because I have a couple questions. Whoa, what's with the music? Alright, let's ask him about these things. Let's ask him more about, Hexmen and Helmsmen and all that.
Whoa, this is a first edition. Yeah, whose is this?
It's mine.
You gonna get Wormo to sign it?
No, I hadn't planned on it.
He'd do
Really?
it if you
Why?
asked. I bet he'd even do a little doodle on the inside cover.
Okay, maybe I do want that.
I assume you've read it.
There we go.
Dirk?
Of course, dude. First thing I did when I landed the part in the movie.
Like a
did you
good
think?
actor.
Loved it. I never thought about the sea so much in my whole life. It's almost like the ocean in the book. It represents something bigger, you know?
Like the ocean. This guy is just himbo incorporated, and I love him. Anyway, let's ask about the action figure real quick.
I am officially living the dream. How many people can say they're an action figure?
I'll admit it. I'm jealous.
You
Yeah.
carry this thing around everywhere you go, Dirk.
Of course, but I'm super duper careful to keep it in mint condition.
Mint condition?
Unopened.
I really wouldn't say.
Yeah, they told me if I leave it in the box, it'll be worth way more in the future.
Yeah, do you have the whole set? Looks like there are 2 other figures in the series.
Oh no, they only gave me this one. My co-star Julie has the other 2.
Okay, I'm actually gonna ask about the painting, because,
Her.
yeah.
Deliberately vague title. Love it.
Oh, okay. He might actually be a little more clever than he lets on. I'm gonna ask him about Worman after I talk to Worman. Then I'm just gonna ask the both of them about each other, And themselves, for that matter. Hello, Worman.
Sir,
Well, you look friendly.
if you have a minute, I'm Detective Grimoire, and this is how...
2 detectives, 1 short, 1 tall. Tried and true.
Hey, I'm really not that much shorter than Grip.
But which of you is the funny one?
I'd say
Sally.
it goes back and forth.
You still haven't told us who you are.
The name's Worman. J.D. Worman.
He's an author.
Author, journalist, let's see, what else? Famous, successful, some kind of genius, even. Oh,
Wow,
sure,
okay, dude.
That's why I got myself trapped in the murder submarine.
I know who you are, Mr. Worman. I've read your book.
Oh, joy, your fans. Of all the places.
I never said I liked the book. Maybe I hated it.
There's no way you hated
didn't.
it. The arcs are too tight. Each chapter leads to the next, beginning, middle, end, and bang. Not a line wasted.
Okay.
Damn, he's right.
So,
Right.
Mr. Worman, you're a famous author.
That's what they tell me.
How did you end up on a submarine?
I came of my own volition.
Why?
I wanted somewhere quiet to work on my next novel. Minimal distractions. Not saying it's worked, but
You're writing a sequel?
trying to. trying to.
Hang on.
Yeah, 'cause they ordered
a sequel
one.
to what?
Grimoire,
Mark
are
of
you
the
not paying
Helmsmen.
attention?
Or Hex of the Helmsmen, sorry.
Ah, there she is. Benefactor and burden.
Why would...
Sally, how did you know to bring the
How
book
long
in?
ago did he write this
Because
book?
Mr. Worman's local to the area. It says so right here. Hailing from a small fishing town named Silkworm on Sea, J.D. Worman moved to the big city to write his first novel.
My publisher wrote that. It's quite true, but she made it sound so saccharine.
So you're from the town, you moved away, and then you came back.
Now, see, you've gone too far in the other direction. That's too utilitarian.
I get going back to your hometown for peace and quiet, but then to end up on the submarine.
How did you even find out
Research,
about
I
it?
suppose.
Did you already know Mortuga?
Oh, I knew of him. He's a figure of some infamy, submarine included. In fact, it was good to finally put a face to the name after all those years.
So, how'd you like living on the Mortuga submarine?
I will say, as a writer, it's a boon to be aboard this thing. The whole place is dripping with human narrative stories.
Oh, yeah.
practically leaking
I agree
out
with that.
walls. It's also a lot noisier than I thought it'd be. I couldn't have guessed Mortuga would basically be running a bed and breakfast down here.
It was already busy when you arrived?
Before the arrival of Mariana Moon, Dirk and I were the last two to join the gang.
It's kind of surprising there was still a bunk room free at that point.
Well, I wouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
What's it like sharing
Fair.
a room with Dirk?
Oh, we get on like a house on fire, 2 peas in a pod, that's us.
Oh, that
And
sounded
what about
sarcastic as
everyone
hell.
else?
It's a fascinating little microcosm, utterly discordant and yet somehow harmonious. At least that's how it felt before the captain was murdered.
Once again, I'm impressed with how layered these characters are, because, you know, you look at this guy, and every pose of his is arrogant as shit. He's pulling all the, oh, I'm the smartest motherfucker in the room. You know, all that stuff, but then he says things like, this place is discordant but harmonious. And even though he said that he gets along with Dirk and it dripped with sarcasm, you know, I kind of believe him when he says that he kind of likes people around here. He somehow comes across a bit nicer than his first impression. I'm very impressed with his writing. Anyway, Night of the Murder.
Night
Go on, dude.
rolls around and I can't sleep, as usual. I say night. I'm referring to the indistinctive block of time we on the submarine have agreed to collectively refer to as night.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm wide awake, so I stay up to get some writing done. I don't want to deprive Dirk of his beauty sleep, so I took my typewriter out into the mess hall.
Was anyone else in
Considerate.
there?
Godric came up a few minutes later, brought some kind of busy work with him. So there we were, whiling away until I look up and see this woman, Mariana Moon, apparently. Good name. Probably fake, but good.
Oh, she just showed
got
up?
straight to work trying to extract my entire life story, but then Mortuga shows up and we all go quiet. The guy looked miserable, and he passed straight through the room like a ghost. But
Oh?
before he leaves, he asks us to show Mariana around the submarine. I really didn't have the energy, so I made an excuse and left. I slept for barely an hour before a big jerk wakes me up. I'm not talking about Dirk. I mean the submarine, it moved, tilted. Anyway, I tried to get back to sleep, but no. Now there's a scream. Dirk and I follow the sound all the way down the corridor. Symmetry's frozen in place in the doorway at the end. And behind her, Mortuga, dead, laying in front of some ancient stone cauldron. The lid of the thing flung open, like something had just burst out of it. The whole scene was otherworldly, like a painting. Then Madame Tadpole arrived, with just about everyone else trailing behind her.
Tadpole brought everyone with her. So, she already knew about the murder.
From what I gather, she discovered the body and then left to go get everybody else. And you know, I really didn't want to get in her way, so I returned to my room to await further instruction.
Did you go back to sleep?
No, I couldn't. I went
Well, no
back to
crap,
work.
you saw a body.
Figured I'd be better off keeping busy, you know.
Distracting yourself. I get it. Let's ask about a few of his things. Like the
So,
book.
you've read it, Sally, but Grimoire hasn't?
Nope. What's it about?
I'd really rather not reduce it to a single sentence.
It's about a guy named Marcus Mordoom
God damn it,
looking
Sally.
for something called the Devil of the Deep.
And does he find it?
I just think it'd be better if you took the time.
Yeah, kind of. It gets a little abstract towards the end.
So what? It's just Marcus Mordoom on a ship, and that's it?
We're talking about several themes carefully laid on top of each
Poor
other.
It's also
Werman.
a love story. Marcus is in love with a woman named Belicia. She's his captain.
I don't see her on the cover.
Really, all the nuance is lost if we just...
No, she's there. Kinda. Like I said, it gets abstract.
I'll take your word for it.
If you'd like to read it, I have a spare copy you could...
That's
This
okay.
poor
No
dude.
time.
I'll watch the movie. All right.
I
what about
noticed
this?
on the back of the box it says, Series 2 coming soon. Look out for Hex of the Helmsmen 2, only in theaters. Kinda presumptuous, isn't it? Considering you haven't even written the book yet.
Thank you. That's what I said. I raised a fuss about it at the time. My objections fell on deaf ears, as usual.
Why are they so keen to make a second movie, anyway?
What else? Money.
Yeah. So, okay, he hadn't written a sequel. They make a movie, it's a success, they immediately want one, and he's under pressure to write it. Cool. So far, so good. I don't have anything else I want to ask him about right now, so let's ask about people. First
So
yourself.
what made you want to become a writer?
That's all I've ever done. I was given a job writing for a newspaper when I was pretty young.
Given a job?
Yeah, friends in high places, you know.
Like who?
My father was the mayor.
There we go.
That'll do it.
Did you enjoy writing for the newspaper?
Sometimes. Other times it was painfully dull. I've got a tendency to lean towards hyperbole. And the everyday goings-on in Silkworm weren't always enough to satiate me. For every rumor of a cursed man disappearing into the ocean, you'd have 10 elderly couple file complaint over garbage collection.
Rumor of a cursed man. Wait, you wrote an article about Mortuga?
Oh no, I quit before that. I left town and went off to the city to be an author.
And the result? Hex of the Helmsmen.
50 national bestseller lists. As we speak, it's being translated into 5, 6, 7, 8 more languages.
Must be
Okay.
nice.
Damn,
Your
you're
first
doing well.
book, and it's a big hit.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I can see why you'd be writing a sequel.
I really don't have a choice, do I? This is how things go. If you get a success, you have to keep it going.
Wow. Was that a little nod to the fact that this is the 4th Detective Grimoire game? Well, 3rd big one. But anyway, let's ask about everyone else.
Cuts quite a figure, doesn't he? Like something from myth.
He does. He looks like a pirate.
Flesh and blood,
I imagine you must have been curious to meet him.
as anyone would be.
Did you get to know him at all?
It's funny. Going in, I'd heard he was, you know, the strong and silent type. But I didn't find that to be the case.
So he was friendly with you?
In his own way. The day I first arrived, he invited me into his cabin, just to talk, apparently.
What did you talk about?
He asked me about my home life, my family, my father.
Not to be rude, but why would Mortuga care about any of that?
To this day, I'm not quite sure. I think maybe he was after some kind of information about the outside world, and thought I might be a good source.
Interesting.
I don't understand what his deal is, but I already have a headache, so I'm just not gonna worry about it.
What did he say he was? A dream doctor?
Great! Good for him.
He's researching spirit energy, I think.
Lovely. More power to him.
And he was the first person to join Mortuga's submarine, because they knew each other from before.
Wonderful. I don't...
Okay, he really doesn't like this guy.
Zephyr's not from Silkworm, though, is he?
I don't think so.
Interesting. Well, thanks a lot. Now I have yet another thing to think about.
Have fun.
All right, let's
I
ask
see
about
you
Dirk.
met Dirk.
How do you know him?
He's the actor they found who played the lead in the adaptation of my book.
Did you not get a say in that?
Oh no, that's several notches above my pay grade.
That's
It's all
unfortunately how it
decided by
goes.
the executives over at Wit and Whimsy. Sure, they keep me around as consultant, but I found that to be a pretty hollow title.
It
Do you
is.
think he's a good actor, at least?
Dirk? He was a good fit for the kind of film they ended up making. How's that?
Ah, okay.
So, how come you two traveled to the submarine together?
I traveled to the submarine. Dirk's just taken to following me around for some reason.
Maybe he just wants to be your friend.
He's got plenty of friends back home.
Okay. See, again, that was his version of try to be nice, you know? Like, he's a good fit for the kind of film they ended up making, which means they definitely made it into more of a straight-faced fantasy movie than the book is. Okay. Let's see what you have to say about Werman. About everyone, really.
Listen, I heard the dude died because of a curse. Is that true?
We don't know.
There's no evidence of a curse.
Oh, still.
Did you get to know Mortuga before he died?
Man, I tried. Dude was not much for conversation. You know, I tried explaining how I'm an actor playing a character that's kind of similar to him. Figured he'd be stoked.
Let me guess. He was not, in fact, stoked.
Actually, I tell a lie. There was one thing Mortuga wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, yeah?
He was super curious about contracts.
Like the legal documents.
Yeah, he wanted to know how they work. Like, how they can be used to make people do stuff or not do stuff.
Weird.
That is weird.
Dr. Z. Oh, man, love this guy. Hey, did he show you his curiosity collection?
I don't think so.
Dude has some seriously rad stuff in there. Plus, like, it's all real, you know?
Worth a lot of money, you think?
Oh, totally. The guy's sitting on a gold mine. There was this one thing. It was behind glass, like this spooky mask kind of thing. I
Ooh.
wish I could remember what it was called. Anyway, Dr.
Probably
Z
the
said
mermaid
it was
mask.
priceless. So, obviously, I asked what that meant, and get this. It means it's worth a lot of money.
I love this dude. All right.
Dirk Dansom, 6'2", blonde, athletic, passionate, adaptable, amenable.
Okay, you're hired. Please stop.
And how long have you been an actor?
Oh man, I've been trying to break into it for like forever, but I was getting nowhere until Mr. Vanderpeer said he wanted to hire a
Vanderpeer
unknown for his new project.
from
Hexes
the
of
swamp.
The Helmsmen. It's kind of a fantasy horror adventure. I play mysterious anti-hero Marcus Mordoom. He's pretty much the main guy.
So, you went from getting no work to getting the lead in a big movie.
Crazy, right?
So
that shit doesn't really
you're
happen anymore.
Rich and famous now?
Rarely, at least.
Well, I mean, yeah, right?
Uh-oh.
I mean, hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
In other words, he's not. Let's see what he has to say about JD. He's definitely gonna be like, oh, we're the best of friends.
Warman's my good buddy.
Yeah.
He's like the cranky older brother I never had.
How did you become friends?
Oh, it was mandated by the film studio.
What?
Well, I played the lead in the movie version of Werman's book, so the studio figured we needed to be friends.
And now he's writing his next book, a sequel.
Yeah, dude. Hex of the Helmsmen 2, The Revenge Unleashed. Or
Oh,
whatever.
boy.
I don't think he actually has a title for it yet.
Of course he doesn't.
Or a story outline or actually anything. I kind of feel bad for him, honestly. It's a lot of pressure, you know?
It is.
Dirk, your work and Werman's work, they're kind of intertwined, aren't they?
How
Well,
do you
yeah.
mean?
You can't make your next movie until Werman's written his next book.
Unless he gets
Oh,
another offer.
Sure. I mean, that's true, I guess.
Interesting.
Oh. Are we theorizing that he killed Mortuga to start some ideas in Werman's head? That's an interesting thought. I don't believe it for a second, but it's an interesting thought. Let's go. Let's see what we got over here. Where is this? A child's room. Well then. Okay.
It's a magic vanishing cabinet.
I think it's just a wardrobe. Let's take a look inside. Oh, it's empty.
Vanished.
Shut up.
It's a seahorse rocking horse.
That is incredibly cute.
Oh, can I ride it?
I don't
Sure
know.
you can.
Are you a small Victorian child?
Did the painting just blink?
Yes.
Did the painting just blink? Was I imagining that? Ah! Okay, we're gonna have to look at that in a second.
A walking stick, standing up by itself.
I think it's part of an illusion.
What illusion?
Invisible man, maybe?
I don't see it.
Durr.
It's a wooden chest.
What's all this stuff on the top?
Yeah, I know this is weird that I look at everything before I talk to people, because I'm pretty sure that's actually someone hiding in there. This is a magician's room, not a child's room. But let's take a look. Hello. Drag the 6 cards and 4 glass lenses into the correct arrangement. Oh. Well, we'll worry about this later, won't we?
Just gonna rest my brain.
Like I said, I don't really want to do a lot of puzzling before I've talked to everybody and seen every room.
Plastic
every room that's
cups.
available,
For
at
magic
least.
tricks?
Presumably.
It's a model submarine.
I think it's a doll's house.
Looks like it.
Fish hanging from the ceiling.
It's like we're underwater.
We are underwater.
underwater.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, look, Sally. It's a giant dice.
Die.
What did I do?
It's a die in singular. Nice, Sally. You know a lot of random shit.
A page ripped out of a newspaper.
Alright, let's see what we got. A single page from a newspaper found in the child's room. Lady of the Looking Glass and Chance Audience. Theater review by James Dusk. Godric Grip. Oh, that's another dude from here. Right. The young illusionist who goes by Symmetry Silkmoth, because why not, begins the show with her signature act in which she somehow holds parlance with her own reflection in a large antique mirror. The two symmetries, who seem to move independently of each other, speak upon their morbid anxieties and intrusive thoughts, which, it transpires, form the themes of the show at large. Even though I have my theories about how the trick is achieved, to a less cynical eye, it would present a thoroughly convincing spectacle. The mysterious Miss Silkmoth rounds off her performance with a surprisingly comedic set piece in which she attempts to communicate with her departed Uncle Gregory, who appears as an apparition within a crystal ball. However, it doesn't go to plan, and the audience laughs as Symmetry is put on hold in her disastrous attempt to telephone the afterlife. Overall, the show is a triumph, a brush with mysticism that stays with you long after its final bow. Godric Grip's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments. Drummond Shipyard, rigging, reefing, restoring, repairs. Stonetop Inn, Ales Wine Food. Daily fishing trips, speak to Harbormaster Sylvia Seamfoam. She's another character here. The Silkworm Spectator, Catch of the Day, Mysterious Sea Serpent hauled ashore. Interesting. C.W. Ibis. 3 a.m., the witching hour, and the moon is out. Dearest Selina creaks into port. Its once cheerful frame now seems burdened and heavy. It has a secret. A moment passes. What's this? Something is hauled up onto the slime-slick rocks beside the old Silkworm Harbor. A body, a creature. Its eyes are closed. No, wait, look again. It has no eyes. A serpent of a sort, but it has arms. So, a dragon? No, that doesn't seem right. Serpent it is then. That is a weird way to write an article. Full story on pages 4 and 5. I wonder if we'll find those.
A set of wooden drawers.
Alright, let's...
An eerie painting of a girl standing in the woods. It is just a painting, right?
Nope.
Sure. Maybe. No. Maybe.
No, because she's blinking.
An eerie is.
Sure. Maybe. No. Maybe.
An old-fashioned shelf.
Fucker.
Currently being used as a magician's workshop.
Okay. I know you're in there, lady. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna talk to you,
Sure.
but
Maybe. No. Maybe.
I know you're there. I'm not falling for it. I'll just try to leave, I guess. We'll get back to that. Oh. I guess it wants me to check something out in there. I'm gonna check out every other room first. Like I said, I try to do this in a very methodical way. The cargo hold.
A pinboard?
I assume it belongs to that woman over there.
Right. We'd better talk to her first.
Okay. Then we will.
Ah, weary travelers. Take a seat by the fire, shake out your boots.
We're not weary travelers.
Then why
We
do
are
you
weary,
both
though.
look so haggard and trail-worn?
Ouch. There goes my self-esteem for the rest of the day.
We're
Damn, lady.
detectives. I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally. We're here investigating the murder of Magnus Mortuga, your previous captain.
My captain? Never. My captain is the moonlight as it shimmers across the lake. My captain is the wind as it whispers through the valley.
Okay, lady,
Where's
take it
this
easy.
one?
No idea. I kind of like her though.
Yeah, she's
My
cool as
name
hell.
is Moon. Mariana Moon.
Aha. And what do you do?
Tell us about yourself.
Traveler?
A traveller, yes, but random, never. I'm here because I chose to be. I've been searching for the Mortuga submarine.
I love
for
that
some
pose.
time,
She's so sassy.
You know.
How come?
How come? This thing is the motherlode
The motherlode of what?
of whispered half-truth, of murky rumor, of stories unspoken.
No, like urban myths and stuff.
Right. Urban myths and stuff.
So
She didn't
you're
like
a
you
historian.
putting it down like that.
Historian, storyteller, rambler, ambler,
Rambler indeed.
fireside gambler.
How long have you been here?
Well, let's
She's
see.
a midnight toker.
I
She does her
arrived
loving
a
in the
few
sun.
hours before the captain was murdered.
Oh, dang. Really?
Quite the story, isn't it?
But you're just on the submarine because you find it interesting.
Would that be such a crime?
Not really.
No. Murder's a crime, though, pretty sure.
All right, tell us about the submarine.
A merciless wind rattles the rotting wood of the old silkworm harbor.
You can just tell us what
The
happened.
shadow
I don't
of a
need the
vessel
colorful version.
Lurking low in the night black water, a mysterious stranger steps onto her foredeck. Cloaked in darkness, she slips inside the submarine. Who is she? What is her dark purpose?
It's you. We get it.
A mysterious stranger, I said. She descends into an ornate parlor, empty, save for a lone figure standing by the fire.
So, not empty.
He turns, his face still half hidden in flickering shadow. It is Captain Magnus Mortuga.
What was he like?
To the surprise
Nice
of no
guy.
one.
Stoic, but polite. Kind. He tells me to wait in the control room and then disappears off towards the back of the ship. After a little while, he comes back. But now, he's a slightly different man.
What do you mean?
The light is gone from his eyes. He seems sad, angry. He avoids my gaze as he crosses the room to take hold of the wheel. He tells me to head down the ladder towards the mess hall. Doing so, I encounter two gentlemen.
So she arrived
named
on the
Mr.
day of the
Werman
murder.
and Mr.
Damn.
Grip. Neither of them look like sailors, so I know they can't be crew. I assume they must be guests like me. And true enough, it transpires that Mr. Werman is a writer and Mr. Grip is, some kind of watch repairman. Captain Mortuga reappears, descending the ladder. He asks the two men to show me around the submarine and introduce me to the others. Then he disappears through the rear corridor. It's the last time I see him alive. Mr. Werman apologizes, explains he's too tired, and leaves through the opposite corridor. Mr. Grip, unable to come up with such an excuse, agrees to show me around. Now, I wrote this down in my diary, so I may as well let you read it.
Okay. Let's see.
Imagine my excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a Mr. Godric Grip. We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber.
Okay.
It smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass, but was devoid of its dream custodian. An early disappointment. The captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use.
Well, yeah, it's his cabin. Leave him alone.
We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor. The first smelled of crane dust and unwatered flowers. A young woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document.
Okay, we haven't met her yet.
She hastily hid the document away and introduced herself as Miss Cynthia Seafoam, a name to remember, dear reader, as she will shortly become quite important. The second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. Two men within, Mr. James Werman and Mr. Dirk Dansom, both appeared to be asleep, so we decided not to intrude.
Oh, yeah, Dirk was there. That's
Next
right.
on the tour, a room inhabited, by the looks of things, by a young child who was is also a stage magician. Sadly, this mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen. The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of.
That's where the cauldron is.
Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when I suggest the peculiarity of a simple storeroom being sealed off with such a significant door. Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo hold. It smells of damp wood and tarred rope. Yes, I describe it in the present tense, for it is here I sit as I write this very diary.
Did she by any chance write that article I read earlier about the serpent? It sounds like her style.
Next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself, and thus was currently unoccupied. Outside, I encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the dream chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying.
That's interesting.
Clearly wishing to remove himself from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder. We continued on into the next room, which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto. I smelled her before I saw her, the unmistakable mix of salt, seaweed, and sequined spandex. It can only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary.
Long-time readers of this diary. Talk about an oxymoron.
Tadpole and I caught up, while Mr. Grip skulked in the doorway, clearly hoping this would mark the end of the tour, but it did not, dear reader. It did not.
Right, so, yes, I can see there's one more room to visit. Mr. Grip insists it's just the bilge, a dark, dank and smelly place, ill-frequented by humankind. I tell him he couldn't have sold it to me better if he'd tried.
Yep. I get it. I totally get it.
We enter the bilge, but it's too dark to see anything. Mr. Grip, who is clearly tiring of my company by this point, opens the vent in the ceiling to let in a little light. Moments later, a voice is heard, echoing down from above.
Whose voice?
A young woman, and then an older woman. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember thinking it sounded a little like poetry.
What happened next?
The sound of a scream, and then a dull thud.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a murder.
But which murder?
Indeed.
Anyway,
What?
By this point, I've used up all my, my patience. So I decide to take my leave. I thank Mr. Grip for the tour and return to my new lodgings in the cargo hold. I have to put up my tent twice, as on the first attempt, a sudden movement of the submarine undoes my progress. After some time, Mr. Grip and the young Miss Seafoam appear in my doorway. It seems they've come to fetch me for some kind of official submarine business. We head back towards the mess hall.
Well, yeah, guy
Mr.
died.
Grip and Miss Seafoam heading up the ladder before me. I spot Dr. Zephyr emerging from the airlock. He has a glass bottle in one hand and what looks like an old leather bag in the other.
Okay, we definitely need to ask him
I
about
update
all
him
this
with
shit.
what little information I have and attempt to catch up with the others. Laying on the floor is the body of Captain Magnus Mortuga. Amongst the living, mutterings are breaking out. Murder and mutiny, cauldrons and curses. But with Zephyr finally in attendance, Tadpole calls for order, demanding justice for her slain captain. But nobody really seems to know what to say. The next morning, it's announced that Miss Seafoam has taken over as captain. And, well, here we are.
So there's a bit of motivation at least. Let's ask about everybody.
Broad shoulders, long arms, good for reaching across a wheel. He had a hard face, but soft eyes. I'd wager he was once a very handsome man.
Do you know anything about his life before the submarine? Like if he had a family?
I'd never heard mention of his parentage, no.
But he lived in Silkworm. Do you know where exactly?
The only record I found lists him as living at the Stone Top Inn. Ship.
As the captain?
As a deckhand. And eventually as the helmsman.
So how'd he end up as the captain of a submarine?
All I could dig up was a rumor that he bought the submarine from the shipyard.
He bought it?
Or maybe he commissioned
You would
to
need
have
a
it built.
decent amount of money for that.
Accounts vary on that.
Either way, how could Mortuga afford to buy a submarine?
My guess is that he didn't pay with money, but made some other kind of trade.
Interesting.
I didn't expect to find a fellow herbologist on board. Dr. Zephyr really knows his rosehip from his rosemary. He's a chemist, too. Impressive, don't you think?
I don't know. I get the sense his work is more alchemy than chemistry.
He does seem rather secretive about it. I tried asking him about his experiments, but he seemed awfully reluctant to divulge any details.
Sounds familiar? So, Mariana, where are you from?
No fixed address. That's the way it's been for some time.
Oh, I see.
But you came to Silkworm looking for the Mortuga submarine. How come?
I go wherever I please, which usually amounts to wherever has the most interesting rumors.
I don't want to be rude, but do you ever have to do work to get money?
From time to time. I've taken up work as a tour guide, a historian, a performing storyteller.
But how did you wind up getting onto the submarine? Isn't it a secret?
Well, if it's such a secret, how did you do it?
We got invited.
Oh, I got a phone call from Cynthia Seafoam, and she told us to come to Silkworm.
And then the submarine came up to the harbor so we could get on.
Well, there we are. Perhaps that's how I did it, too.
Why are you dodging the questions?
I saw Dirk wandering the halls this morning, like he was looking for something.
Wandering
I asked
with an
him
A.
what it was he'd lost, and he said he couldn't really describe it, but it looked a bit like a gun.
What?
So, something that looks like a gun, but isn't actually a gun.
I can't imagine what he was talking about.
I do love that she actually, makes pipe chewing noises whenever she's doing that pose. Very nice touch.
Worman, I know he once worked as a newspaper journalist. Oh, that's before he changed his name, of course.
Have you read his book, Hex of the Helmsmen?
I, leafed through it. I must say he's got some good research skills. I'd love to know what his sources were.
What do you mean?
The book is very clearly a loose retelling of the real-life story of one Magnus Mortuga.
Oh. That would explain why he came here. Let's see. Since she knows so much about rumors and stuff, this might be worth asking her about, as well as the various bottles, considering she's so enamored with Zephyr. So let's...
Now we're getting to it. The reason all of us are here,
All of
really.
you?
How so?
The Silver Snake, the Mortuga submarine. Did you ever stop and wonder, why here? Why this particular part of the coast? It all stems from a single truth. There's something hiding in the water. Something big. Now, it wasn't my intent to cause you any lasting unease. Look, we three, we're merely tourists here, passers-by. Take my advice. Keep your distance from all this, so you can still walk away at the end.
Do you recognize this, Mariana?
Should I?
Well, we just figured since there's a moon drawn on the label.
So because my name is Moon, all moon-related things must belong to me?
You're wearing a moon necklace
Even if
right
it's not
now.
yours, do you have any idea what it is?
It's a herbal compound of some kind. Valerian, skullcap, chamomile, and seawater.
So, not poison.
Maybe it's medicine. Would those herbs do anything in particular?
I suppose it could be a sleep aid. Like a mild sedative.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
I can't speak to what that is squirming around in the bottle there, but the liquid is salt water with a mix of herbs. I suppose Zephyr must have a pestle mortar. You might ask to borrow it.
Which herbs?
Valerian, skullcap, and chamomile.
So the same sleep potion that we had in that other thing. Huh.
This marks a pivotal moment in Silkworm's history, the day the silver snake was discovered. It also shows the two women who found it. Felicia Stonetop, that's her on the left, and Sylvia Seafoam on the right.
Ah.
We saw a statue about this in the town square, but on the statue, the serpent was shown being wrestled by a male fisherman.
Yes, well, that's history for you.
Rewritten by those it fits. Oh, that's a that's a hint system. All right, we'll ask her about the boy. I had that in mind anyway.
I believe Mortuga used its light to alert others to the location of the submarine. On the rare occasions when he wished to do such a thing, of course.
That's how it happened with us. Although I guess it was Cynthia, not Mortuga.
You know, for some time now, I've heard stories of sailors seeing a green light in the ocean at night.
Well, I guess you have your explanation.
The problem is, several of the stories predate the Mortuga submarine.
Ooh. Interesting. All right, we'll get back to you. Let's look around.
It's a big traveler's backpack. It smells like soil and grass.
When you're done smelling it, there's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
She seems to enjoy smelling things. A square of parchment found in the cargo hold. It's been folded up and tied with string. Oh. It's a map of town. Governor's Manor, Fortuna Hall, the Stonetop Inn, Seafoam Harbor, South Sea Lighthouse, Drummond Shipyard, Mr. Grimm's Emporium, Silkworm Spectator, and Town Hall. Ooh. Oh, okay. Solomon Stonetop, Innkeeper, Cillian Stonetop, Felicia Stonetop, Sailor, Innkeeper, Faustus, Fellow, Governor. Fellow! That's another one. Felix and Flint. Yep. The Fellows. Fortuna Fellow, theater owner, daughter adopted. James Dusk, Felicia Stonetop, Damien Dusk, mayor. Interesting. Yeah, all this shit is connected. Alright.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know.
What did I tell you? Always bring the crowbar.
I assumed it was tea, but actually it smells like coffee.
It's unfiltered too, and there's no milk.
Hardcore.
It's a pinboard.
Let's take a look. Oh. Well, we shall worry about that later.
Come back later. This is actually a pretty good place to hang laundry.
Assuming you want your clothes to smell like the cargo hold of a submarine. It's a pizza oven.
No, it's a furnace. For heating the submarine.
Right. But you could put a pizza in there.
It would immediately get, turned to charcoal, but...
It's the cargo hold.
It's made entirely out of... And we're in a submarine, aren't we?
Yeah, that is strange. Alright, I don't think there's much else to see in here right now. Unless...
It's a little mirror.
It could do with a polish.
You could do with a polish.
Damn.
There's a twig on the floor.
Oh, maybe it's a dowsing rod. For fighting water.
In a submarine?
Sure.
Alright. Let's check out these other rooms. We're in the very, 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 heavy part of the game right now. Where we're just, getting to meet everybody. And we're not actually doing much. But I'm delighted. These characters are so fun. I see you hiding in there, buddy. What's with these?
Hello? Is anyone there?
I think there's someone in that basket.
There is. Hello.
Who are these guys?
Just some of my satisfied customers. A selection of some of my more unusual compasses. Please, peruse at your leisure.
Okay.
Let's try again later.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
Is that the balloon part of a hot air balloon?
I think so. And it's branded with the logo, Mr. Grip's Emporium. It's a big compass.
A broken compass that's in the progress of being fixed. Oh, process of being fixed. Was on display in Grip's shop. We can ask him about it later.
A selection of some of my more unusual compasses. Please!
God, the fucking music in here.
Sail
Can I
on.
buy something with my wages?
We don't get paid until we solve the mystery.
What if we don't solve it? Do I still get paid? Grimoire?
Noisy, dangerous, confusing. Yep, it's an engine room.
I thought you were talking about me.
Aw. Alright, let's talk to this
What
dude.
on earth are you doing?
Aha! Customers! Come in, come in.
Aw, I love his
Welcome
cane.
to Mr. Grip's Emporium.
Wait, what?
I guess he's Mr. Grip.
What's that? You'd like a succinct yet exhaustive rundown of our operational philosophy?
I don't think I said that.
Here at Mr. Grip's, we plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, and measure the unmeasurable. No sea
All right,
too
you Willy
vast,
Wonka
no night
ass.
too dark, no fog too thick. With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. So fret not, noble navigator, as we stock all the essentials.
Bro. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. I wanted to talk to you. I can buy shit? Dude, what? What the? Hello?
I'm sorry, you can't afford this item.
I don't want it.
I can't afford any item.
I'm afraid.
I know! I'm not trying to buy anything.
Oh, this is infuriating. I love it.
Mr. Grip, we're not customers. We're detectives. We need to talk to you.
Oh. I got him
Why
to calm
didn't
down.
you say so? Now, what is it you wanted to know?
Everything. Bro. This guy. This guy. I can't even put it to words.
Can I get your full name?
Godric Grip of Mr. Grip's Emporium.
And that's this little shop you run down here in the engine room for some reason.
This is merely the newest branch. The flagship site is back in Silkworm-on-Sea.
Yeah, we saw it. It's all boarded up.
Yes, well, I can't make a living selling compasses to the ghosts in a ghost town, can I?
So that's what you do? Sell compasses? Seems kind of niche.
We buy, sell, and service all manner of nautical navigation equipment. What's that? Ah, yes, we also provide cartographic consultation. We'll analyze and decipher any map, all for a low, low fee. Some maps may be invalid. Fee to be decided on a case-by-case basis.
Sorry, did you just talk to your stick?
You mean Cornelius Kane?
And
Cornelius Kane.
Great.
New favorite character.
Follow-up questions. Maybe he'll let us move on. How'd you wind up here?
I crashed my hot air balloon into the ocean. Whole thing came down. Dreadful. And of course, I've never been a swimmer, don't have the upper body strength.
How'd you crash your balloon?
A rather spirited disagreement with a flock of migratory pelicans led to an abrupt
Sure, okay. And the actual reason?
storm.
There we go.
Wait, so you're an aeronaut? I thought you were a shopkeeper.
Yes, well, you're quite right, of course. But I've been inspired to leave my shop behind and head out on a journey of discovery into the great unknown. That was the plan, at least. As you can see, I didn't make it very far at all.
So there's a
Nah,
storm.
not much
the
of a
balloon
Phineas Fogg,
crashes,
are you?
Fall into the ocean. Then what?
Enter Captain Mortuga. He finds me adrift, fishes me out of the water, and promptly places me here.
In the engine room? Was every other room taken?
On the contrary, only Mortuga and Zephyr were living here when I arrived, so I rather had the run of the place.
Oh, so you've
Cornelius
been
and
around
I
for a
just
while.
agreed this would be the best place to set up shop, as it were.
Why did you set up your shop again? You just said you'd been inspired to leave it behind.
I had to make myself useful somehow, didn't I?
That's a fair point.
Let's see. I'd taken Cornelius up to the mess hall. Poor fellow needed a little repair work, you see.
Were you alone up there? Aside from Cornelius, I mean.
No, Werman was there, working away on his typewriter. Then, all of a sudden, somebody new came down the ladder. A woman by the name of Mariana Moon. Worman and I conversed with her for a few minutes before Mortuga himself entered the room. He passed through towards the child's room and the storeroom, but before he left, he asked us to provide Mariana with a tour of the submarine. Worman feigned a sudden fatigue and slithered off back to his room, leaving me as the solitary tour guide.
You do kinda look like a tour guide, to be honest.
Yes, well, I won't bore you with a blow-by-blow. I'm sure Mariana will cover that in her statement.
She did.
Suffice it to say, we ended up in the bilge at the very back of the submarine. And there we were, standing in the dark, when all of a sudden, a voice echoed down from above.
Mortuga's voice?
No, a young woman's, possibly two different women. The voices were followed by the sound of a blade, and finally a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sounds like a murder to me.
What did Mariana make of all this?
Well, apparently satisfied by our impromptu eavesdropping session, she made her farewells and left.
You didn't go with her?
No, I stayed a little longer.
Did you
Why?
hear any other weird noises?
I did. First, the sound of the storeroom door wrenching open and then closing again. Secondly, some kind of short, heavy scrape, mechanical. And finally, a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sorry,
So a
again?
second
How
dull
many
thud.
murders were there?
I didn't really know what to do with myself after that, but an unexpected lurch of the submarine caused me to very nearly topple over into the bilge water. So I decided to take my leave and return to the safety of my engine room.
You didn't want to go upstairs and see what was going on?
I certainly thought about it. Ultimately, I think it came down to cowardice on my part.
You didn't want to run into the murderer.
So, let's see. I was sat there, feeling rather pathetic, when Cynthia appeared in my doorway.
What did she want?
Well, she had a compass she wanted me to fix. I agreed to take a look at it for her. But that wasn't the end of it. She then told me she'd been asked to bring me upstairs, along with everyone else. And so, after fetching Mariana from next door, the three of us went up to the storeroom. I saw Mortuga's body laying on the floor, saw the cut across his neck. The cowardice I'd felt before, compounded. Tadpole spoke to the room. She wanted a confession, or even just an explanation. It goes without saying that nobody was willing to offer one.
Yeah, no crap.
Really, that's the end of it. After that, several things happened very quickly. Cynthia became captain, decided to bring in a detective. You two arrived, and here we are.
All right. Let's ask him about people.
He lived and worked in the inn opposite my emporium. I'd see him when I offered my custom at the inn, and in return, he'd come by my shop. As a sailor, Mortuga shared in my interest of nautical navigation.
Yeah, no crap.
He even hired me for a job once.
Did he tell you he was planning to go live on a submarine?
I don't think he told anybody. After his disappearance, all I had was several largely unsatisfactory rumors. They said he disappeared into the sea, whatever that was supposed to mean. The first time I laid eyes on his eponymous submarine was when it rescued me from my fallen balloon. I can't tell you how surprised I was to see Magnus Mortuga step out onto the foredeck, although he wasn't quite the same man I'd known before.
How do you mean?
The light in his eyes was dulled, like he wasn't really there.
What had happened to him?
Well, I'd never found out, but you know, perhaps the rumors were true after all.
What rumors?
Perhaps he had disappeared into the sea.
Oh, how poetic. Well, tell us a little about yourself.
Before this thrilling little jaunt on the Mortuga submarine, I'd lived in Silkworm all my life. I worked for my father and eventually inherited his business. Gorman Grip's nautical and aeronautical precision measurement and navigation instruments.
Rolls off the tongue.
I
Yeah.
eventually trimmed the name down to just Mr. Grip's Emporium. That was around the same time I hired young Cornelius here as a much-needed second pair of hands.
He's a stick. He does not have hands.
Yes, running that business was my whole life for many years.
Completely ignored.
Slow, sometimes tedious work, but I was extremely good at it. I especially
planking Mr.
relished
Had.
in the task of deciphering and restoring old maps. The more decrepit they were, the more I enjoyed it.
And now you live in the engine room of a submarine. Must be a big change.
Yes and no.
Tell me about Zephyr.
What'd you make of old Dr. Zephyr? Not a fan?
There's been some speculation that his experiments may be dangerous or even harmful. Although it's hard to be sure, since he seems so reluctant to admit what they actually are.
You don't even know? I would have thought, since you've both been here for a while.
Well, yes, Zacharias was one of the only 2 souls aboard the submarine when I arrived, but he never made me feel especially welcome, and he certainly wasn't keen on me poking around his dream chamber. In fact, he always
he didn't
seemed
like us
somewhat
doing that
wary
much
of me,
either.
like my arrival was going to scupper his plans in some way.
I guess Zephyr and Mortuga weren't expecting anyone else to show up.
There was something I noticed while giving Mariana a tour of the submarine. Soon after we entered the bilge, she whipped out her tobacco pipe with a strange kind of urgency.
Did she smoke it?
Well, she put it in her mouth, but she didn't light it. What's that, Cornelius? You've never seen her light it? Well, now you mention it.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to smoke inside a submarine anyway.
Yes, and Mariana seems like such a stickler for health and safety regulations.
Yeah, indeed. That is strange. All right, tell us about the others.
I noticed Dirk seems to be trying to tell Werman what to write in his book.
Is he just trying to make sure Werman gets it done? Or is he trying to get him to write it in a certain way?
A little of both, I'd wager.
Maybe he's in league with Werman's publisher.
Dirk? That can't be right. If I recall correctly, he told me he worked for something called, oh yes, thank you, Cornelius. Wit and Whimsy, that was it. But I'm not sure what
It's
it...
a movie
that
production company.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a
it's
production
owned by
company.
Vincent Van de Peer. He's a director and producer.
Well, someone's well informed.
Vincent once went location scouting in the swamp where I worked as a gift shop sales clerk.
Hey! Direct
of course.
reference.
I never got the details out of either of them, so I can't confirm this. But I believe Werman was invited onto the submarine by Mortuga himself.
Really? Why?
It's very strange. I can't for the life of me imagine why Mortuga would bring a journalist on board.
Werman's an author, not a journalist.
Well, he used to be a journalist. He wrote
Yep.
for the local newspaper. And I will say he doesn't
Under a
seem to have
different name.
lost the instinct to always be on the lookout for a story.
Okay. Well, let's ask about that compass I found.
What's with all the needles and cogs and stuff?
It looks like Grip's halfway through fixing it. That's what I figured anyway.
Thank heavens! That's what I was hoping for.
Sorry, what?
Perhaps I should explain. You see, Miss Seafoam came to me with a compass she needed fixing. I went to put the needle back on, but Cynthia stopped me. No, she said. The whole thing is broken. You'll have to take a look at the insides. You'll have to replace the needle. For some reason, she seemed to need it to be true.
She needed the compass to be broken.
I told her I had various spare needles I could try out as replacements, and here we are.
And you left it out so Cynthia would see it? So she'd think you were actually fixing it?
That's the idea, yes. So if you kindly put it back where you found it.
Anything else? There's really not much of this I want to ask him about right now. We'll get back to... Well, no, not the map. Oh, wait, no, the map. He's a map guy.
Remarkable. There we are! Cornelius, look! I told you all our hard work would put us on the map someday.
Oh,
How
boo.
come your logo is a hot air balloon? I thought you sold stuff for boats.
Officially, we deal in the nautical and aeronautical. But in truth, the balloon motif was mostly just for fun. I'm not sure there were ever any aeronauts in Silkworm.
Okay. We'll get back to you. I don't think any of this...
I wonder if Mariana would let us take a closer look at that pipe of hers.
It can't hurt to ask.
Later. I want to explore more first.